So now the young generation, 2 years is what I feel they'll stick on to one company, and after 2 years, they get into some other companies, just for few thousands, I should say, not my big handsome packages, but for few thousands they jump. My name is Ameena. I had placements at ISBR Business School. When I was handling 18-20 batch, the students only wanted some finance roles and marketing roles. But right now it's all multitasking, and the students are aspiring for business analytics. With whatever specialization they take, they want to have the specialization attached with that, like business analytics. So yes, that drastic change I have seen from 18-20 to 24 batch. This year I have faced few challenges based on the industry standards, I can say. As there is recession, the impact on the IT companies has been more. So, the IT companies are recruiting. I do not say they are not recruiting, but at a very, very minimal level. So, the requirements have reduced drastically. So, if they had 50 requirements, the requirements have come to 10. And the number of colleges are increasing, campuses are increasing for them. So that drastic change I can see. Immediately we have our own kitty. So I have to pull out the companies like fintech companies or maybe other sectors, non-IT companies I can say, and other FMCG companies, manufacturing companies. So all these I had to pull in. See, what I do is initially during the start of the cycle, before I start with the internships, I seek the dream companies from all the students. So each student will at least give me 2 dream companies, and then I sit and work towards it much before the placement season. I am talking about at least 7 to 8 months before, and then I start calling them, connecting them through my networking, and then I check if they are recruiting and things like that. Try to fulfill the criteria what the corporates require. So I fulfill all that, like accreditations, and they want to know 3 years placement report. So all that I try to fulfill, and then I try to onboard those companies. And that's how I have been successful, and my students have been successful, because I try to fulfill their dream companies, dream roles. So now the young generation, 2 years is what I feel they'll stick on to one company, and after 2 years, they get into some other companies, just for few thousands, I should say, not my big handsome packages, but for few thousands they jump. That's the trend right now. Of course, we do counsel, and I as placements head, I do counsel the students with this also, because the recruiters, they invest lots in the training, and lots of investment is there, right? They invest their time, energy and all that in the training, and they spend money towards their training also. So I always counsel the students that stay in that company at least for a minimum period of 3 to 4 years, to understand what exactly they are working on, because 2 years is a very short span of time for them to understand what exactly they are doing. 80% of my students are sticking on to the companies. That is one thing where the corporates come back to ISBR asking for more talent. 99% of our students are getting absorbed in the same companies where they intern. Alumni plays a very vital role. We have dedicated people who are in touch with alumni, and lots of activities ISBR does for the alumni engagement. And of course, the alumni has played a vital role, as I said. They train our students with respect to the companies, with respect to the JDs, and the companies where they are working from. So, we bring that particular alumni to train their juniors, and they help them understand the corporate culture, the transformation from campus to corporate. There is a gap which we need to bridge. So that I think our alumni is doing a great job on that particular space. And the second thing what I want to tell is the performance of the students. The performance of the students have been great. So the recruiters, they themselves come back to us. Now Morgan Stanley has come here for the first time. They have recruited our student. So now they already confirm that regularly they will empanel with ISBR. So that was a great thing, and the companies which we are going to on board shortly is Boston Consulting Group, which I am in talks with them, and shortly we will empanel them for a 25 batch, and we have much more which we are looking at. So I don't think education should stop at one point in time. Education will continue. The markets are up and down, and today we see that, but I think 6 months down the line the markets will boom back, and of course the students until then might intern with few companies, and then they can see a good move by getting a great PPO offer. So yes, the markets every 5-6 years we have recession coming up, so I don't think this should be an excuse or it should stop any of the forthcoming education. I would advise every B school to continue with the ongoing education of our kids, the future leaders.